Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. So I wanted to come in here and do a quick drop-in video. I usually don't, but I want to give you guys an update on what's been going on with me mentally. So I have to say that it's really weird when you're on your weight loss journey. And what I mean by that is that when you are at your heaviest, nobody really tells you how heavy that you're getting. No one pulls you to the side and say, hey, I see that you're getting a little bit on the heavier side, or you're gaining a little bit of weight more than usual. I'd love to walk with you, or, go to the gym, make sure that you stay healthy. Nobody hardly does that. But what I am noticing is, since I've been losing weight, everybody is telling me that maybe you shouldn't lose no more weight. Stay right there. Or you're gonna get too skinny, or you're gonna be too thin. It's not gonna look right, or you're gonna wither away, or anything like that. Where was that same energy when I was blowing up like a Frank's ballpark hot dog? Where was that energy? It was nowhere to be found. Nobody set me to the side and said, hey, look, I want to make sure that you're here for a long time because I know that you got 2 young daughters. No, I didn't get that. I didn't get none of that. What I noticed is that the more weight that I lose, the more negative comments that I get. And I just really don't understand it. And I am frustrated behind that because nobody understood what I went through being a shell of myself, knowing that I was a little bit too overweight for my height, knowing that I was depressed and I was borderline diabetic. Like, people don't understand that. And then when you go on this full-fledged weight loss journey and your mindset change and you're ready to accept change, it's like, no, they don't want that for you. And for the life of me, I would never understand that type of sentiment towards someone. When I was at my heaviest, I had dark neck, which is signs of diabetes. I used to snore like a dang old dog. And my husband used to wake me up like, hey, are you okay? You stopped breathing for a little bit. That's because I was heavy. That's because I was, I was unhealthy. When I was sitting at the side of my couch, getting big as a house and depressed, nobody said, hey, Shy, come on, come outside. Just come walk a department store with me. Or just come on, let's get out the house. I would love for you to, come and just walk. Nobody did that. Hardly nobody. I can't say nobody at all, but hardly nobody did that. But everywhere I turn, I'm hearing, don't get no more smaller. You're going to wither away. And let's really talk about that, though. As a person that is 5'4" tall, the healthy weight and your BMI should be under 24%, or just at 24%, and your weight should be around 120 to 145, and 145 is kind of pushing it. And when you are a smaller petite person, you can't carry all that weight. And I'm saying that as a person that is a small petite person that was on the heavier side. When I was heavy, I couldn't wear high heels because all that weight was on my knees. My knees hurt so bad when I would wear a pair of heels. It would be torture. I would just wear flats and they was leaning. Because I'm just playing. But they were. Like, I'm just being honest here. Like, nobody told me these things. When I was heavy, I didn't have any issues. It was more so like, what you cooking? When I was making big smorgasbords of food and eating like a 6'2" linebacker, ain't nobody had no problem with that. But now that I'm building confidence within myself and I'm slimming down and I'm taking my health more serious, I'm getting met with this type of energy, and I don't respect it at all. I really don't, because I'm trying to be here for my children. I want to see my grandchildren. Hopefully I can see my great-grandchildren, but I'm a little older, my youngest is 2 years old, and I'm going to be 35 this year in a couple months. So if I'm able to see my grandchildren, I would be so happy. But that's why I take my health more seriously, because the rate that I was going into, I was probably going to have a heart attack by maybe 45, 50. I was going to be morbidly obese, like diabetic, sleep apnea, heart disease. I would have had high blood pressure. I would have had all of that. But now that I'm not eating like junk anymore, and my plates is a smaller portion, it's like, don't waste away. Don't get too small. And when has it ever been a issue with, as far as health, being too small? You have never seen a doctor say, not unless you're anorexic or bulimic or anything like that, but that's not something that I was gonna, ever do or get, experience. In my opinion, I probably would never get under 90 pounds. That's not gonna happen. But when has it ever been an issue as far as health where you're too small? I know it's an issue when you're too big, when you are morbidly obese. That's where the issues come in, not when you're small. So I just wanted to come here and tell you guys how I'm navigating through this, because it's so weird to tell people like, don't lose no more weight, you're healthy. No, at 5 foot 4 inches tall, you should be, according to my doctor, for me, you should be around 120 to 140, and 140 is pushing it. That's why I said I wanted to be around 130, 135. I can have a little wiggle room in between, but I'm never getting back up to 195 pounds. That was probably the most uncomfortable that I've ever felt in my life. Like, as far as trying to find nice clothes, just trying to look nice. Like, I'll just show you guys a picture of how I looked at 195 pounds. I was probably a little bit heavier because I was kind of like going back and forth. But I was almost, to round it up, I was almost 200 pounds at 5 foot 4 inches tall. For me, that's always been on like the smaller side. That's too much weight for me. So I reject all bad energy or bad or negative comments talking about me getting too small, because when I was getting too big, nobody said a damn thing. Everybody was just like, okay, hey girl, what's for dinner? People were saying that. I'm just joking. But it was more so like, it wasn't an issue. But now it's starting to become more of a conversational piece. Like, oh, you losing weight. Why are you losing so much weight? What's going on? No. I gotta be healthy for these girls. I gotta be around for these girls. They deserve a healthy mother. They deserve a fit mother. I deserve to be able to be in a life for a very long time. And this is something that I can control. I can control, my eating habits. I can control my exercising routines. Those are things that are controllable things that I can put in place. Now, if something else happened, God forbid, where I have no control over, I can't do nothing about that. But the controllable things in my life, I'm going to control them. Like weight, like watching what I eat, like exercising. And I noticed that the more and more that I exercise, I'm more focused. I'm able to wake up earlier. I'm able to do all of my tasks of what I'm supposed to do. And my life is becoming a lot better. A lot better. And I have a sense of normalcy now. Like, before, I was just, like I said before, I was just a shell of myself. I was really big, and I probably wasn't the best partner. I probably wasn't the best mother because of my depression. And I don't want to be like that. Like, who wants to do that? Life is just too good to be depressed and not taking care of yourself. Who wants to be like, I know I don't. I'm just saying, all of this stuff is based off of how I feel about myself, So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to lose all this weight. And I'm going to get so small, they going to really be bad. I'm just playing. I would just like to be silly sometimes. But I just had to come here and just express myself and tell you guys, like, this stuff is just bull. Like, this is some bull Swiss. I'm not going to cuss, but it's some bull. Like, don't tell me I'm losing too much weight if you ain't telling me I was gaining too much weight. Please, let me be healthy. Let me, let me fix myself. Let me do this without any distractions. I just need all encouragement that I can get. For real. I need all of the encouragement, because it is extremely hard being on Zepbound and making sure that you stick to it. It's hard just, sticking to anything in life. But I'm locked in now. I'm really locked in because I'm seeing the results. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been lifting weights. Man, I feel like I'm getting strong. My back is slimming down. My jaw slimming down. You can see my cheekbones and all of that stuff now. You think I'm going back? Never going back. I'm never going back. Well, I'm gonna try not to, because stuff happens, but I'm gonna try my best to never go back and stick to it and try to cut out all distractions and cut out all the negativity that I can. because I feel like I got a second chance at this with taking, you know, Zepbound and taking the phentermine initially. That was very helpful, and I believe that it changed my mindset. Like, you know, I never really liked to take pills, but when I was on phentermine every day at 9 a.m., I was taking my medication. Now that I'm on the Zepbound every Sunday, I'm taking my injection at the same time, and I'm just trying to. And oh, the other thing, I'm working out. I never went to the gym at 6 a.m. Never even crossed my mind to do that. Now I'm like, I gotta do it. I gotta lock in because I love the results that I'm getting so far. So if you guys are experiencing this type of sentiment around you, if you're on a weight loss journey, please tell me in the comments, how are you handling this? How are you navigating through like the negativity of weight loss? I would love to hear it. That's all I got. I'll be back with more content, and please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you guys, and I'm almost at 100 subscribers. Please support me. I'm asking, I'm begging. Support my channel, and please help me grow. And that's all I got. So I don't got no more. And I might come back with a midweek rant, but I might not. If everything goes well, you probably just see me on my weekly updates of Zepbound. So guys, be happy, be healthy, take care. I love you guys. And if you're on a weight loss journey, please stick to it. Don't let anybody distract you from your goal. I know I'm not. All right, bye.